Alright, today's video is going to be changing wheel bearings for my buddy's '06 Malibu. I just took it for a test drive. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on the camera, so I'm not going to bother doing it for a test drive, but as you're going down the street, that left front side, it is just humming. It's just woo. Yeah, so the wheel bearing's bad on this left side, and because I'm already doing one, he just wants to do the other one while we're at it, because it's probably not far behind before the other one goes. So this being a nor'easter car, we're gonna have to deal with rust again. So heat and penetrating oil like WD-40 or what the hell is the other one I use, or whatever it is, they're gonna be your best friend. So make sure you load up on that. And I got my blowtorch over here. Yep, right here. My blowtorch. You're gonna want to pick one of these up. It just makes it so much easier. But yeah, we're gonna get this jacked up and we'll get to start disassembling it. I forgot to say earlier, because we gotta take this axle nut off. I don't have an air gun. You're gonna want to take this axle nut off when it's on the ground. And because, like I said earlier, it's rusted, you're gonna want to clean off the threads first, so this nut doesn't have anything to bind into. And then I'm gonna hit it with some heat to lessen the chance of me stripping the axle threads, or else we're gonna have to change an axle and the nut. And who knows if the auto parts store has it. And it doesn't, well, I don't know if you already know for these, but it's a 35 millimeter. That actually wasn't even that bad on that side. Now that we have the wheel off, we're gonna go ahead and take this caliper bracket off. It's 15 millimeter for the mount bolts. Just gonna go ahead and break the torque on with our 3/8 breaker bar. Now that we got the torque off, and if you do have it, this drill with the 3/8 adapter. Everything comes out together. You could take the caliper off and then the bracket separate, but we're just going to take it off as a whole assembly. And have a bungee cord to support everything, since we're going to be taking off this whole rotor. Everything. And as you can see, got it bungeed to the spring. And we got that. I'll take off the rotor. With the rotor off, we can move forward and remove the axle nut. You can see if the axle wants to pop out. I'm gonna get a mallet, see what happens. Alright, you can see it's loose now. We move on to the ABS sensor coming from this wire down here from the hub assembly. Attaches to this bracket and has this clip, so we can go ahead and take the clip off and either kind of loosen it up. It should come right out, or slide off, don't matter. 3 mounts, one up top about 1 o'clock, one down down here about 5 o'clock, and then one over here about like 7 o'clock. They are 13 millimeter. So we'll go ahead and break the torque on them for this one down here. Go ahead and unscrew that. It looks like these have like blue Loctite. So I'll go ahead and throw some back on when I reassemble everything. Got that one. Now we'll go ahead and turn the assembly to get to the last one. Assembly should just kind of pop off. All right. Pull this straight out. See where the sensor is in accordance to the knuckle. It's going to be on top, 12 o'clock-ish, or technically like that, so it'll be like 11 o'clock-ish. Then you got your dust shield. Pull it right out. Put that off to the side. And here you go. Here's your old wheel assembly. So I'm going to go ahead and take a wire brush and a wire wheel to it. We're going to clean this up, throw some anti-seize on there, so the next one, hopefully over time, doesn't get corroded like this one did. Yeah, everyone likes a good comparison. So here's the new one. Now that we got it all situated, we're gonna go ahead and grab the dust shield, walk the cable through it, and the cable was about right there. Get that all situated. Put the cable through the knuckle. It'll line itself up eventually. So I'm just going to work around it. I'll rotate it back and forth. I'll go for the easiest one. At least I'll hold on to it. Catch a thread, it'll bring it in. I believe I got one. Got one on the bottom. I can go ahead and start working on the other ones. Since I only have the bottom one, just a couple threads on just to hold it into place, I'll throw Loctite on the other two. And I'll bottom these two out. And once I bottom these two out, I'll pull that third one back out. Alright, got the third one kind of started. Alright, snug that one up. The new wheel bearing comes with the little thing to adapt it. So we'll go ahead and put these together, and we'll just press it in. Alright, that's all good. And I don't want to have to come back to this bolt, so I'm just going to go ahead and torque it now. And the torque for these are 70 foot-pounds. You shouldn't use a torque wrench like a ratchet, but you don't like that. Alright, that's 70 for that one. And there's that one. There you go. There's 70 foot-pounds. All right, there's that. Now we'll go ahead and make sure that this axle is aligned inside the wheel bearing, and then we'll kind of either try to push it in by hand, and then we'll put on the nut for it. That's what I'm doing. This one gets torqued down to like, shit, I think 190 foot-pounds. All right, and you go till it's bottomed out. Wait to put it on the ground, and then we'll torque it. Got the car on the ground. Last thing I have to do is torque this thing. This one only goes to 150, so I'll do that first. I'm gonna do the other side without recording, so I can just listen to my music, because I like listening to music when I work. And then I'll go for a drive, and I'll show you. I'll let you know if it took away what the original problem was. But yeah, the other side is gonna be exactly the same. Well, if you look, the ABS shit is still in there. So I'm gonna have to like throw some penetrating oil with with the grinder or the little wire wheel, take off all this corrosion and pretty much hammer this out. But you can see that here's where the thing is, or the ABS, I don't even know what it calls, sensor I guess. But I'm gonna have to beat this thing out to yeah, replace it. Yep. So this little cap thingy for the ABS, just completely separated from this little cap thingy. So I just got done taking her around the block. She is butter now. Not a single sound. I went to like 40 miles an hour, threw it in neutral, so the motor's not like revving up at whatever gear. So the revs dropped down. All it was just road noise. It wasn't no humming like I've had it before. I should have threw like the GoPro, or maybe on a side mount on the sticky, kind of how I do when I'm drifting. Maybe you could have heard it with that, but there was no point in taking you right now, because you wouldn't hear anything, because it's gone. The noise was gone. It's a nice square body. But yeah, mission accomplished. We got both of them changed. Sound is gone, so now my buddy's legit now. But that's how you change wheel bearings, or on a Malibu, 06 Malibu.